Murdaugh. The evidence in this case is substantial, and it all points back to Alec Murdaugh.
Mr. Murdaugh does this for a number of reasons. One, as you've heard, he believes he's innocent. He avers he's innocent.
I am going to testify. I want to testify.
Alec Murdaugh planning to take the stand and testify as part of his defense on Thursday.
I swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Alec Murdaugh wants to take the stand to defend himself against charges that he killed his wife and son.
Lied to SLED Agent Owen and Deputy Laura Rutland and told them that you stayed at the house after dinner.
I did lie to them.
Alec, why did you lie?
I wasn't thinking clearly. I don't think I was capable of reason. And I lied about being down there.
They're being very detailed about where he was spending night by night the days after the murders.
I would never intentionally do anything to hurt either one of them.
Breaking news right now. Sources say that the verdict is in the Alec Murdaugh double murder trial. We are going back to Hampton County right now for the very latest. Jurors started deliberating just before 4 o'clock this afternoon, and we will soon know if that South Carolina disbarred attorney what the fate will be for Alec Murdaugh.
Absolutely right. Brendan Clark at the Colleton County Courthouse right now. Brendan, you said you saw family members of Alec Murdaugh walking into the courthouse. Tell us what's happening right now in Walterboro.
But I tell you, a lot of movement going on outside the Colleton County Courthouse. I think everyone is pretty shocked right now that just 3 hours of the jury deliberating has come down with a verdict already.
Absolutely. It is. It's quite shocking. We were talking about maybe 10 o'clock tonight being here before we even maybe break for the night earlier today, and now it looks, we have a verdict, so we're just waiting to find out exactly what that verdict is.
We want to now go inside. Judge Newman right now inside the courthouse as we await for this verdict.
The State versus Richard Alexander Murdaugh, defendant. Indictment for murder, SC Code 16-3-0010, CDR Code 0116. Okay. Guilty verdict.
I want to let Riley Benson catch his breath because he just literally ran out of the courtroom. He has been inside the courtroom for 5.5 weeks covering this trial. And Riley, the reaction inside the courtroom, you were in there when they said guilty 4 times for Alec Murdaugh. What was it like inside that courtroom? What were the jurors like?
Alec Murdaugh was stone-faced, no emotion at all when these verdicts came in. I don't know that I've ever been, just speechless, shocked by the fact that this happened in 3 hours and I think 25 minutes from the time they were sent to the jury room. Now we don't know exactly when they began their deliberations, but I mean, Brendan, you covered Susan Smith, so in deliberations, did they ever come back that quick? Have you ever seen deliberations come back in 3 hours and 25 minutes?
Only when they were guilty. So we knew when we hit the we heard about 3 hours. We knew it wasn't good. We knew for the defense. We knew that the prosecution was going to be happy, most likely with the outcome.
Doug,
introduce him, member of the defense team right now. Yes. We appreciate you joining us right now. Yeah, trial technician. We appreciate you joining us today. Your reaction, first of all, to the verdict, what you heard in there.
It's a mixed emotion. Honestly, it's I'm kind of shocked that it was that fast.
Did you think we would get the verdict we got tonight? Your reaction to that?
I thought that a guilty verdict was definitely coming. I did not expect it to come
did you feel
this
that?
fast.
When did you feel, it's 5.5 weeks, when did you really start to feel that way?
When Alec took the stand, for me, I thought there was a lot of acting. I thought that he was lying. I think that was a bad move for the defense. And the reason I say that is, looking at pictures, looking at space, when you get to see where everything is positioned, how close things are in real life versus this idea of what 1,700 acres looks like, that doesn't help Alec, in my opinion.
Good evening. We do have breaking news to tell you about as we are tracking Ian. Ian is once again a hurricane. 75-mile-an-hour winds. This just came from Rob. The storm's next stop expected to be the Carolina coast. And tonight we do have team coverage with crews spread out across the low country. Leaders are making final preparations with Ian expected to approach our coast.
Tonight, Storm Team 2 working to track the storm. The Low Country's Chief Meteorologist Rob Fowler and Storm Team 2 meteorologist Grace Lau have the most up-to-date information on how this storm will impact you.
And as our crews are spread out across the Low Country, News 2's Jordan Siopa, Raymond Owens, covering the Charleston Peninsula and the Low Country's inland communities. Also, Riley Benson and Kevon Dupree are out on the beaches, Isle of Palms and Folly Beach.
The Southeastern Wildlife Exposition, the great outdoors. We celebrate it. We love our great artists and craftsmen and collectors and sport enthusiasts who make this such an incredible event.
This event has something for everyone. We're live across the peninsula.
There is nothing like SeaWee in the Low Country.
It is absolutely amazing. There's a lot to do and a lot to see.
Welcome to the Southeastern Wildlife Expo. We're going to show you all of it over the next few hours. We are so excited about this. The 41st year of SeaWee. Hard to believe.
Yeah, it passes just like that, doesn't it? But we are here for another exciting year post-COVID, which I love too. We're able to celebrate with everyone, just having such a great time. And while we are here at SeaWee, we are also staying on top of the latest news. We should tell you about that. We are live in Colleton County at the courthouse there, covering the Alec Murdaugh murder trial. Aaron Morgan back in studio, the latest on that trial.
Big updates today. We heard testimony that was related to Murdaugh's alleged botched suicide for hire plot in September 2021, and a crime scene expert gave new details about the murders of Paul and Maggie Murdaugh. The next witness on the stand today was connected to Alec Murdaugh's alleged botched suicide attempt. Riley Benson was in the courtroom. And Riley, what are the big takeaways from this testimony?
But we also want to remind you that tomorrow we will be right back here at Charleston Place. We have crews spread out across downtown Charleston telling you about all the wonderful events that you can participate for SeaWee 2023. The gala happens in just a couple of hours here at Charleston Place, and you know who's keeping a very close eye on the gala and who's arriving? Our own Hannah Powers. She is right upstairs.
Because Laura is a painter who doesn't paint. Explain that.
Well, my pieces are made entirely of paper. I use papers from all around the world, a lot of papers from Japan, and I layer them one layer on top of the other to create my pieces, which I also call paintings, but I just don't use paint.
Right, no paint at all. That's amazing. I know there are people over there looking at it going, there's no paint on that at all. It's just layered. It's very beautiful.
Thank you so much for watching.